Hello everybody, Hahano here, this time bringing you my favorite jungler, Nocturne. Now, Nocturne is really good. He's seen in play from the high yellows to low yellows and all over the place. He's seen professional play, and he really punishes being out of position really hard. He's a great solo queue champion, and I really like his design. I've liked him since he's came out. Nocturne is, however, pretty squishy in the early levels. He pretty much needs to land a good spell shield if he's against a burst caster, and he's not really that durable if he's coming to a lane by himself. And he doesn't do too great against anti-initiates such as Alistar and Janna, where he jumps onto the carry and they either focus him down or knock him away from the fight. Other than that, and the issue that most melee characters face, such as being kited, he's still a really strong pick, and he has a good level 3 gank with his Unspeakable Horror. He's pretty mana efficient and definitely life efficient in the jungle, and overall just a very strong character, especially for solo queue. Now when I play Nocturne, I build in one of two ways, and it usually is dependent on the game. I run the same runes and same masteries. However, if I'm a little bit ahead, if I have 2 or 3 or more kills, I'll typically go for a fast brutalizer, and if I'm not ahead, I'll typically go for a safer and tankier build, going with my Wriggles, and then either a Heart of Gold if I'm really behind, or a Giant Spell. After that, you really want to just build one damage item, and then tanky, and you will do a lot of damage and live forever. Ganking on Nocturne gets a lot stronger after level 6, however his pre-6 ganks are still strong. Here our mid's overextended and gets an Ignite landed on her, which takes her down. However, she does land an Ignite on Mordekaiser as well, so I'm able to pick up the kill. Our top laner is getting pushed to his tower, and this Lee Sin is really overextending. I just barely missed my Duskbringer, but we go on to him in the bush. He goes on to Malphite, so Malphite throws a good exhaust on him, and we come and pick a first blood up. Again here, Lee Sin is overextended again, so I come in and flash to land an Unspeakable Horror and CC him to death. Now after you have your ultimate, using your ultimate is really difficult to gauge. Here's how you don't use it. You don't want to use it to jump into the middle of a group of enemies like that. As you can see, I'm pretty easily exhausted and taken down. Here, I jump onto the carry, which again is far away from my team. If you can see the flow of the team fight, our team is being pushed up towards our base, however I'm pushing out towards the other team. This leaves me in a position to get flanked by the mostly full life teammates. Here again, I jump into the back of the group onto the carries, but our team is again being flushed outside of me. I do end up picking up 2 kills here, however I die, and the rest of my team also has died. Your ultimate also has a lot of utility. There's a lot of different uses for it. Here's examples of gap closing and helping your team. Gragas is caught into a bit of trouble, so I hop right over the wall and onto Shen, and we pick up a kill. Here there's a skirmish going down in mid, so I launch right in to pick up the quick kill on Orianna, and then we continue to CC this Shen and take him down. Here I'm gumming to help top lane, and I just got my ultimate right as my top laner died, so I use it to close the gap onto Blitzcrank and pick up the kill. Here bottom lane is overextended, so I use my ultimate to jump down and pick up a double kill on bottom. You can also use it to save your teammates, such as right here where Jax gets into a scuffle with Mordekaiser and I come in and try to save him, however the Ignite takes him down. You can also use your ultimate to tower dive fairly easily. Here Shen is getting attacked by Jax, so I dive right onto Shen and flash to try and pick up the kill. Evelynn appears, but Jax does end up coming through and we pick up the kill on Shen. And after we take down Shen, I demonstrate why you probably shouldn't play Evelynn. When using your ultimate to tower dive, it usually works better on lower life opponents so you can get in and out. Here Ashe is really low, so we go in on her immediately. Then we're doing a lot of damage to this support, so we end up taking her down very quickly as well. With the magic of video editing, you can do hyperspeed flybys with your ultimate. Another very helpful part of your ultimate is vision occlusion. This means that you can prevent the other team from seeing what's happening. Here we go on to Shaco, but we see the rest of their team and their supports there. I'm going to pop my ultimate so that Lulu doesn't see Shaco in this bush any longer, and she can no longer use her ultimate on him and save his life. Teamfighting on Nocturne can be fairly difficult until you get a handle on how much damage he does. Here I'm ganking bottom lane by myself, when I notice our support comes around and also their Warwick. I'm going to leave right away, however Warwick jumps on Janna. I come in to try and get some free damage on their Ashe, and they continue to chase Janna, which allows me to come in and pick up a kill on their Ashe. Then, because I have a spell shield and I'm relatively full life, I'm able to get out of here without dying. Here you can see we aggress right onto Shen, who is bottom lane. Gragas is going to land an ultimate, knocking him into the tower, and my fear effect is also going to make him run around. We pick up the kill on Shen, but notice that we're getting flanked by their team. I flash out to avoid an Amumu ultimate, and our team now comes in. They take down our Gragas, however I'm continuing to DPS them throughout this entire fight. And that's really what you want to be doing on Nocturne. You want to not necessarily engage on the fight by yourself, because you're pretty easy to get kited, but you want to wait until the fight starts, and then come in and do DPS while you can. Here I'm going to go right on to Shen, because I gauge that going over the wall at Ashe is going to be a waste of time because of her ability to kite me. Gragas comes back in to kill himself, but I use my ultimate on Shen and pick up the kill, and then turn and take down Ashe despite an exhaust and Evelyn. Here the other team is going to chase me after that fight, which turns out to be a big mistake, as my entire team is here, ready to kill them. We wipe up this fight and end up winning the game. So, this is how you play Nocturne. I hope you enjoyed the video. He's my favorite jungler. I think he's a very awesome character, and I've loved him since he was released. I'm sad that they keep nerfing him in small ways, but he's still very viable, very fun, and is a solo Q stomper. I hope you enjoy playing Nocturne, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my videos, subscribe to the other ones. See you guys around.